Peaceful times to you. I hope you have a great day. Peaceful times are coming to you. Peace be with you, man. I hope I brought a little bit of happiness to your day. If not, go fuck yourself, man. Really. I tried. Let's not get all crazy, man. I didn't take my medication. No, I'm just kidding. So, how you doing, man? Welcome back to Guitkits Guits. We haven't done a Guitkits Guits episode almost a year, man. Can you believe that? And I think that was like Guitkits Amp was about a fucking amplifier. Can you believe that shit, man? Anyway, we're here. It's going to be a real short episode, but it's a special episode because we're going to have a two-part, the tale of two tempos, man. Tale of two tempos, tempo two times. I've gone away. Now, this particular episode, man, features on this one. Next week, it features on this one. And this is going to be a video journal because we're actually do some work on it. Don't be afraid of that word, work. You know, there's nothing to be afraid of working, right? It's just another word in the dictionary, man. So next week, we'll work on this one. This week, we're just going to talk about this one. Now, the reason we're going to talk about this one is that about a year ago, something like that, I did one of my tempo episodes, and one of my actual 6 viewers posted like, "Hey man, I have a tempo just like that, but it doesn't say Japan on the back of it. It looks just like that." And I said, "Well, you know, some of the early Korean ones, they just brought over the stuff from Japan and scratched that shit out. You know what I mean? And they're real primordial, and the paint was real, early, blah blah blah." And I said it, but I didn't show it. So now here to show it, man. I have an example in almost excellent condition, man, that I bought a while ago. I put it away. And I really, really, really want to show it to you today on Guitkits Guits. On this first episode of Tale of Two Tempos. I hope you enjoy the return of Guitkits Guits. If not, you know what I'm saying? I can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to flip you around. We're going to talk about it in a very enlightened manner. Like to adults. Behave yourself. So here we are. Week 1. Tale of Two Tempos. Now, folks, it's definitely a week 1. A week episode. A short episode, I mean, not a week episode. Anyway, the most interesting thing about A Tale of Two Tempos is the fact that the shirt I'm wearing in the intro of this week's episode has a doppelganger, a twin shirt that I got at the same exact time in 1992 at Sears in Seaview Square. That was like the last time I went like school shopping for clothes with my mom. Just 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I still have both those shirts, so next week I'll wear the other shirt, man. You know, one of them was lost for many years, but I recently recovered it. I'm going to wear them both as a tribute to something. So let's talk about something a little less interesting. Let's talk about this guitar. It's a tempo. Oh, man. Isn't that boring? Now, when I first got this guitar, this old Merson guitar, I thought to myself, this probably has been refinished. Looks like somebody got a nice old tempo guitar and refinished it. You know what I'm saying? And then I looked at it closer and I said, this looks to be factory, actually. And then I looked over here. The sticker has not been tampered with at all. And then I saw the finish where the original tuners had been. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like there's any refinish under that or any schmegma in the holes or anything. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, this thing looks like it's the original finish then. It's kind of odd because, you know what I mean? And then I did some research and I found out that when Matsumoto, who owned Araya, what would become Araya, plants over to Korea, you know, they did a whole bunch of dry runs mostly for, I believe, Tempo, for Merson, I don't even Merson even owned it at that point. And essentially, you know what I mean, this is one of them, so that you could really determine if it was one of those or not by, you know what I mean, the quick craftsmanship. There's no, you know what I'm saying, there's no beveling on here at all. Usually these are beveled. You know what I'm saying? And the name Japan is scratched out of the back. They're just hastily scratched out. You can see where it once was. These are like the first Korean, you know what I mean? guitars out of that particular facility. Not necessarily the first Korean guitars, but they're really shaft shod. Now this sticker is an anomaly because at first I was like, what? A lot of the tempos, pretty much that came out of, you know what I mean, Japan and Korea, had like a different sticker that I reproduced in the last tempo episode, and you can look below at that. And this was like kind of a variation of a sticker that was used on tempos made by Hagstrom. Hagstrom had like a silver sticker that was like triangular that had the red M and everything. I'm pretty sure that Hagstrom was set to make, you know what I mean, a whole bunch of acoustic guitars for tempo, but then Bernie Mersky sold it to another guy. I forget his name, Ernie, I think, something like that. Ernie Beetle or something like that. And then this guy Beetle sold it to Unicord, which was an amplifier manufacturer in Long Island. Which, big thing was Univox. You know that story. And that company was bought up by Gulf Western, and Gulf Western in the late '60s decided, hey man, you know what I'm saying? It's costing a lot of money for us to, we buy all these. The Japanese all of a sudden were rich, you know what I mean? And it's like, guitar that cost you last year cost you $100, now costs you $300. It's like inflation in America these days, you know what I mean? Everything was going up like crazy back in the late '60s. So that's why they moved everything over to Korea in the first place. Say, well, hey, why wouldn't it be a Swedish guitar? Yeah, well, the Swedes were making twice as much as the Japanese. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not a Swedish guitar. It's definitely a Korean-made guitar from the end of the '60s. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this guy. Maybe it's an early Japanese guitar. I don't know, man. I'm thinking this is the early Korean one. I don't know. I might be wrong, man. I might be wrong. But the one thing that shows me that I'm not wrong is there's absolutely no stamping in here at all. All the Japanese ones, you know what I mean? I can't even pick this up. And the later Korean ones have like a stamp inside with a manufacturer date code in there. Or even the first tempos, you know what I mean? Nothing in there, man. Nothing there whatsoever. No stamp at all. So who knows, man? Don't really know. Everything's pretty complete on it. We're not going to do anything except for replace the string. I'm not even going to take the sticker off. You know what I'm saying? Not even going to take that sticker off, man. So $35. I think I paid $20 for it. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure. Not more than 25. But it's nice. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's a cute little guitar. So, we've already looked at it, man. We don't need no glamour shots, right? So I already talked. I already told you the scoop, man. You know what I'm saying? I talked twice about this guitar. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? Straighten myself out. You know what I mean? Tune this guy up, put a string on it. Wait for my neighbor to quit, you know what I mean? Trimming the hedges, because I hear all kinds of in the background, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play a little song in this old temper. You know what I'm saying? Seize the day, people. Peace be with you. Always. Guitkits Guits triumphant return. An actual Git. What's up, kid? Tale of Two Tempos Part 1. Sorry it's not a great, Git. But it's some kind of a Git. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge, man. And this, out of the Tale of Two shirts, this is a rare shirt, the navy blue shirt. I thought it was lost, man. It was lost for 20 years. I was like, I wonder what happened to that shirt. It was in the bottom of the drawer the whole time. You know what I mean? I thought it was a different shirt. I didn't really like that much. Was there that shirt, man? But no, it was that shirt. I was like, there it is, man. So it was about 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? For Tale of Two shirts. I started cruising around my high school. You know what I mean? Beginning of my junior year. Back in '92. These shirts, man. What's up, kids? See you in September. What's up, people? You know what I'm saying? So this shirt and next week's shirt, 30 years. So you know how the Guitkit likes his anniversaries, you know what I mean? 70 years ago, Queen Elizabeth, rest in peace, took charge, man. She had a connection with pretty much every major world leader from the past century. Imagine that? And she's personally seen with her own eyes Hitler and Gandhi, FDR, Churchill, and Kennedy, Gerald Ford the Great, Richard Nixon, Obama, Donald Trump, man, Biden, Putin, right? Every single Saddam, maybe, I don't know. Showing Saddam, smoking a cigar. Oh, Saddam, I like this yacht. Yeah, baby. Once you take this Quaalude and Bill Cosby comes out, hey! The Queen's like, ooh, I like the pudding pop. You know what I'm saying? I do like it a lot. Rest in peace, man. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she changed her life to say. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she changed from day to day. I wanna tell her that I love her lines, but I gotta get a belly full of wine. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but they ain't what a million line. Oh yeah, but they ain't what a million line. Something like that, man. Paul McCartney, wash those hands, bro. King Chuck III, bro. Good luck, man. Nobody likes you that much, man. Nobody really likes you. They know you're nothing but a conniving panty sniffer. You know what I'm saying? You wrote them letters about sniffing that ugly broad's panties, man. And they got published. Now he's the king. I like to sniff on their old knickers. The dirty old crusty knickers of Camilla Parker Bowles. Oatmeal. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Tale of Two Temples. Part 2, next week. Ready for you, man. God save the king. God save the king. Face me right there.